Hey there, Christopher L. here. I just want to take a quick moment to talk about why it is important that we understand just how dangerous God can be. I had a friend send me a video talked about the Old Testament and the wrath of God and how atheists have exploited this to be a negative against God. But I was thinking about this, and I think it's important that we understand what the wrath of God looks like so that we understand what it means to be an enemy of God. You wouldn't hand children a gun. Well, you shouldn't hand them a gun at all. But if you did, you wouldn't hand it to them without explaining how dangerous the gun is, how deadly the gun is, how it's important to keep the safety on and the bullets out of the chamber unless you're absolutely going to use it. We'd detail it. We'd explain every possible thing that could go wrong if we had to leave a gun with children, I suppose. But to think that the Bible should not contain examples of God's wrath is silly. I mean, we live in a world today where a lot of people think enemies, they battle with words, and in some arenas that's true. But there's still a violent side to this world, and believe me, if you haven't realized it yet, when God does finally take us out for our sin, mankind, on this world, everything's going to be made brand new, which means everything old is going to be no more. Think about that, okay? God's wrath is seriously not something you want to be in the aim of. So, I just want to say, I think it's important that we understand intimately what God did to the Israelites, to the enemies of the Israelites. We understand just how serious He is when He finally says, enough's enough. Everybody wants to look to Revelation and say, well, it's very symbolic. Well, the violence that is told of in that book, even if it's just symbolic, is going to be heavy hitting and final. Final because God's going to take care of everything. You know, we look at the war and we see a long process, but for God, it's not long at all. It's just what it is. Boom. Beginning and end, Alpha and Omega. He already knows because it already is. We just aren't aware of it yet. At least not in a conscious sense, right? Okay, well, I suppose that's it for this video. Until next time, happy Jesus Day, God bless, and peace out.